And now I'd like to invite Rafael to make his considerations on his role as ILO for Brazil.
Thank you, Ulysses. Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be with you. Unfortunately, I'm not at HL today, so I'm here. In fact, I'm at CERN. We have today a visit from a Brazilian company, and that's the reason I'm here today and I'm not with you. I would like to start thanking the full support of Carlos Matsumoto, and it's also an honor to be in this panel with you, Matsumoto. Thank you for your full support. And also the Hockey and Sandy Payne team, full support. It's been a very interesting and an amazing journey so far. I will try to cover some topics that were not mentioned by Carlos and the Hockey, and more connected with the challenges regarding the industry in Brazil. So I think we have, let's say, the advantage of starting with what the Hockey mentioned. So we built series, 85% of series, and we start from a good position. And Sandy Payne, it's being a partner on the identification of potential suppliers for CERN, helping me on that topic in a daily basis. So we have a daily basis work. Of course, we have the challenge of, I think we have a challenge, we still have a challenge, and we are working on that. Last week, we had an event with FINEP, because it's very important to bring the awareness for the Brazilian industry, what CERN is. And of course, the opposite, it's also true. So CERN does not know the capabilities, the knowledge of the Brazilian industry. So that's also, that's why it's also so important to have some companies here as well. So, and we are working on that. We've been doing some events to give visibility for the Brazilian industry, and of course this is something very important. We may say that we have, let's say, this short-term agenda where we went to every bid that it's possible and invite Brazilian companies. So far, Brazilian companies were invited. Around 100 invitations were done. We participated more closely in some bids. So far, we have 2 third places, right? So, and this is important to say that it's not an easy task, right? So this is a really it's more a marathon. It's not a 100 meters run, but it's very important to let's say put all the effort. So in this case, statistics will help, because it will be more company in contact with CERN and trying to let's say win as the best offer. We were working as well in a more, let's say, medium-term agenda. As Hockey mentioned, the FCC potential collaboration, and we are working on that. I think this is really important for Brazil. So this, we are talking about a huge opportunity for Brazil, and I believe that our other opportunities that will came up since we have this, let's say, close relationship. And mention this close relationship, I also would like to highlight and thank Salvatore for his amazing job as well, right? I think this is very important. So communication, it's very important in that topic. So I let's say we have efforts from communication with the Minister of Science, Sandy Payne, and also the researchers. So Inácio, that will come after me, is someone that we also talk. And I think this is also very, very important. And I'm sharing that with you, so because I know that the next panel will be a panel about Chile and CERN, right? So I think that that's something that I think it's worth it to share with you. Regarding some challenges, right, that we are facing. So the process of CERN, it's very clear, but the industry must learn. So there's a lot of documentation to be familiar with, to understand. We are competing with companies that are for decades supplying to CERN. So this is something that we must take in account. Sometimes the timing it's a challenge, right? So because until the company to understand, really understand the bid and make an offer, it takes time. So we lost some bids because of timing, and for sure the second and the third bid of the company that will participate, it to be easier, right? But the first one takes time to understand, to full comply with all the requirements and so on. It's not an easy effort, right? To go deep in details on all it's necessary. We also faced some situations regarding the certifications. So there are many Brazilian companies that export and complies more with US standards than European standards. So sometimes this is something that takes a while to understand and see how it connects. I think the procurement team from CERN, it's also very, not only the procurement team, but also the technical team are always very, let's say, available to answer the questions and to interact. In fact, they really like to interact with the company. So I can guarantee that this is something that always happens, right? And we are also working, so we are still working on bringing this awareness for the industry. And I think in the short term, we will be able to do, let's say, thematic expositions. We had the first one in electronics 2 weeks ago. Few Brazilian companies participated, but it was interesting because during FINEP's agenda last week, three more companies, in fact, reached me out to understand what was the discussion, how can they, let's say, be part of that. So again, bringing the awareness, it's a fundamental for that. So Brazil, it's a huge country, and the challenge to spread it out, it's not trivial, right? I think there's another topic which is very important. Matsumoto mentioned let's say, the possibility for CERN to hire also Brazilians, and we are also working on that agenda. So there's potentially opportunities for technicians, and we are working with Senai, but not only Senai. We are, let's say, searching for other institutions that can be interested as well. We discussed it also with Senai, a cooperation with CERN to bring technicians for the experiments, right? So we have Inácio here. So Inácio participated in 2 or 3 meetings with that. So we potentially will have technicians, Brazilian technicians, cooperating within the experiments as well. So I think it's in a let's say high level view. I can say that Ulysses, not sure. I think I'm on my time, but maybe some room for discussions, right? So thank you very much.